Friends, hello. Welcome. Today, we are here for one reason and one reason only.
A wealth awakening.
We're going to introduce you to a new method for wealth return, a concept called Power Index Plus.
Or MISI Gia. And it's designed to do one thing, to move you into an exponential fission-level wealth multiplication space.
We're going to walk you through this step by step. So let's begin. Let's talk about the paradigm shift.
On the screen, you see two images. This is the fundamental choice. On the left, you have the bucket carrier.
That's 99% of the world.
It is. And the math is simple. Income equals your labor multiplied by your time. You carry a bucket, you get paid.
But what happens when you stop carrying it?
The water stops, the income goes to zero. It's a trap, because your time and energy are finite.
Now look to the right, the pipeline builder.
This is the 1%. And the formula, it's completely different.
Income equals assets times compound interest.
Exactly. You put in the work to build the pipeline once, but when it's built, it runs itself. It runs while you're on vacation. It runs while you sleep.
So the message here is clear. You have to stop trading your time for money.
You must build an automated appreciation system. And that brings us to the core mathematics.
This is where it gets really interesting.
Huh.
We have to talk about mindset. A planar mindset versus a volumetric mindset.
Look at this flat gold triangle. This is how most people think about growth. Standard growth. The math is 3 to the power of n.
3 to the n. So I find 3 partners, and they each find 3 partners.
Yeah.
Simple.
It spreads out. But that's the problem. It's flat. It only cares about the current layer of growth. If that layer stops, the whole thing just stalls.
Okay, so what's the alternative?
The pyramid.
Pyramid. This is the volumetric mindset. This is TIN.
And the key difference is
stacking.
right.
We aren't just counting the new people today. Power Index Plus mathematically locks in every single historical layer you've ever built.
So it's not just about this month's work.
No. Let's get specific. You have SNN, which is the single layer. That's the new growth.
Well, you did this month. Right. But then you have TN, the double layer. That's the sum of all historical generations. It's the volume of the whole pyramid.
It's about retention. The system is paying you on the cumulative effort of your entire history.
Now look at this gold coin on the screen. There's a formula there. PN equals C times the sum of P to the K.
That double sigma, that's calculus.
It's the sum of sums, and it makes a critical point. Your wealth shouldn't just be about today's work. It should be the sum of everything you have ever done, compounding on itself.
So why get paid once for your work when you could get paid on the total volume of your history?
Precisely. And this next graph shows you why that difference is so massive.
We call this the dimensional strike.
And we use that term for a reason. Look at the 3 curves. The bottom one, the blue line, that's your ordinary exponential growth, 3 to the n.
It looks almost flat here.
It does, because it's being compared to the green curve, the power index plus TN.
That line doesn't just go up, it goes vertical. It's like a rocket.
Let's use real numbers. Let's look at cycle 12 using our standard 3x3 model.
Okay, cycle 12. With the ordinary model, the one everyone else uses, you get a volume of about 530,000.
530,000. That's a great number. Most people would be thrilled with that.
But it's not the real number.
It's not the volumetric number. For the exact same cycle, with the exact same effort, the power index plus volume is
1.19 million.
over 1.19 million. It's more than double.
Let me repeat that. You didn't do twice the work. Nobody worked twice as hard.
That gap, that massive space between 530,000 and 1.19 million, that is purely the result of the mathematical stacking. That is the dimensional strike.
It's acceleration with time superimposed.
So now you understand the theory.
Right.
The geometry. But how do you actually do it?
The mechanism. Let's talk about viral fission.
It's simpler than you think. The entire system is built on 3x3 replication.
The rule is you find 3 like-minded partners. That's it.
Just 3. That's the gate you have to pass through. Then you teach them to do the same.
So the sequence is 3, which becomes 9, then 27, then 81.
And we have to be very strict about this. There are no hybrid models. You can do a 2x2, a 3x3, a 4x4.
The input is $3,000.
And right now, some of you are thinking, I have to spend $3,000. If you are thinking that, you are still thinking like a bucket carrier.
Let's reframe this. This isn't consumption.
You are locking in a health asset. You receive $3,000 worth of top-tier products.
So the money isn't gone. It just changed form. From cash in your bank to a physical asset in your home.
Exactly. And the business opportunity. The chance to tap into this power index. That's a free bonus.
And once you're in, the most important thing is your position.
Urgency is critical here. We call this seizing nodes. Your node, your specific place in this structure, accounts for 95% of your total income potential.
There's a warning here we need you all to hear. 1 minute late, and you could be ranked under a future billionaire.
Think about that. The person who signs up right after you could go on to build a massive organization. And because you acted first, you capture the volume of all of it.
Okay, let's get to the part everyone's waiting for. The payoff. The income potential.
And honestly, these numbers are, well, you just have to see them to believe them.
There are two structures. Let's start with income structure 1, the CIP.
We call this your stable cash flow, your safety net. It's capped at $21,000 per week.
$21,000 a week, that's what, $1.09 million a year?
9 million. Now, in any other business, $1 million a year is the dream. It's the ultimate goal.
But here,
Here, $1 million is the floor. It's your basic allowance just to keep the lights on while the real engine warms up.
which brings us to income structure 2, the infinite, the leadership bonus.
This is where the TN formula is truly unleashed. There is no cap. The only limit is the size and volume of your network.
Okay, so for a full 3x3 cycle, the number on the screen is $182,309,400.
$182 million.
That's not just wealth. That's generational wealth. That's legacy wealth.
And look at the comparison, that leadership bonus. It's 167 times larger than the capped income.
So that $1 million salary is just a tiny fraction of the real potential.
It completely dwarfs it. But we're not done.
Because that was just the 3x3 model. Now we have to talk about the multiplier effect.
What happens if you stretch just a little bit more? This next slide compares the replication models.
A 2x2 model gives you a 14 times multiplier. Very nice.
The 3x3 gives you that incredible 167 times multiplier we just saw. But then there's the 6x6.
We call this one the Grand Slam.
If every single person in your network finds 6 partners instead of 3, the math doesn't just double or triple.
It explodes.
The leadership multiplier jumps from 167 times to 16,812 times.
16,000.
16,812 times.
I can't even process that. What is the annual bonus limit on that model?
The annual leadership bonus limit for the 6x6 model is $18.3 billion.
Billion.
With a B.
That's not a salary. That is the gross domestic product of a small country. You're not just building a business, you're generating the economic output of a Fortune 500 company.
This is what volumetric growth looks like. It defies normal logic. It hits a vertical wall of wealth.
But how can you even visualize that? How does a normal person comprehend $182 million, let alone $18 billion?
That's a fair question. The numbers can sound unreal, so we use some real-world analogies to make it tangible.
The McDonald's analogy.
A fully mature 3x3 system, the one that yields $182 million a year, that is equivalent to owning the net profit of 734 McDonald's franchises.
734. Imagine that. You would be an absolute empire.
But this next one, the wealth density slide, this is even more powerful. We compare your income to the output of top-tier professionals.
Your annual income from this system is equivalent to the total output of 611 top lawyers.
Stop and think about that. Picture a skyscraper in a major city filled with the best, highest billing law partners.
Working 80, 100 hours a week.
The entire building, their entire year of work. You, one person, generate that same level of wealth.
Or 1,834 CPAs. Or 917 specialist doctors.
The point is, you are not just selling products, you are becoming a one-person corporation. The leverage of this network replaces the labor of thousands of the most educated people in our society.
It's an incredible image. It elevates you. And that brings us to the end, to the most important part.
We've shown you the geometry, we've shown you the numbers, now we challenge you.
This is the execution directive.
Oh.
And the tone shifts here because we are not looking for tourists.
We're filtering. We have 3 gates, 3 tests. Test 1, ambition. Do you truly crave that 167 times multiplier, or does a number that big scare you?
Test 2, commitment. Are you ready with that $3,000 ticket right now?
And test 3, the most important one, obedience.
Strictly execute 3x3 replication No detours.
This is a mathematical machine. If you try to change it, if you try to get creative, you will grind the gears to a halt. The system only works if you follow the system.
So the call to action for you right here, right now is very specific.
Step 1, lock in your position. Seize the tip of that pyramid before the person next to you does.
Step 2, sign the contract. Make a commitment to yourself.
And step 3, find your 3 partners and do it within the first month.
The instructions are simple, time critical, execute immediately.
The final image you see is a fighter jet climbing vertically into the clouds, and the words say, "May your choices be worthy of your ambition."
That's a powerful final thought.
Mm-hmm.
If you say no, it's not because the system is flawed. It's because you decided you weren't worthy of the system.
We've taken you from rusty buckets to fighter jets, from an hourly wage to the GDP of a nation.
That is a Power Index Plus, a proposal to leave the linear world behind and enter the exponential.
So we'll leave you with the final question posed by the source material itself.
Facing such a massive wealth space and such a clearly defined, simple method for success, will you continue to hesitate?
Or is it time for an assault action?
The choice is yours. Thank you for your time.